Hello everyone, my name is Mr. Big T Anderson, and today we're doing the prologue and the first chapter of Ace of Ace. This is another Gravity Tales light novel novella. This is a little bit shorter, but, well, let's just jump right in. Oh, yeah, before I go into this, there's probably my setup is a little bit different. I'm actually going to have, because in some cases I'm not going to be able to read the Korean or the Chinese. I believe in this one it is Urim Han. So, with that, we'll jump into this. But in case I forget, it's been a little bit of a while for me. Sorry about that. I will have all the information down below, and once again on the screen, as you can see. So it may look a little bit different than last time, but no worries. Okay. Now, a little bit off. Moving on. First, the prologue, and then we'll go jump into chapter 1. June 5th, 2022. Gun Choi headed to City Hall with a light heart. Today is my last day. The last day for his 24-month-long public service. Beep. Checking his cell phone, he saw a text message from his friend. Did you know we have a celebration dinner tonight after work? His friend, who had been forced to take up the position of public service due to being overweight, had been anticipating the celebration party for the past few days. But Gun Choi, the main character of the party, was unconcerned with it. The only important thing to him was the major leagues. The League of Dreams, which was almost within his grasp 3 years ago, was once again awaiting him. I've recovered from my injury, and I've developed more skills, so this time I'll get in at all costs, and I'll prove they were wrong about abandoning me. Gun Choi clenched his fist. This time for sure. But as he was strengthening his will, he saw a stroller rolling down the hill, and he ran towards it at full speed. No! Gun Choi passed out with a bang, amidst the screaming of people around him. When he came to his senses, it was all over. He saw a young girl looking down at him, and tilted his head in confusion. What happened to me? The girl replied with an expressionless face. You are dead. What? Gun Choi got up rapidly and shouted at her. I can get up like this. Am I dead? Don't play with me. The girl pointed behind without changing her expression. Gun Choi looked back and saw his dead body lying down in the middle of the street. You saved a child in the stroller. It was hit by a truck and died. But you don't need to worry. You sacrificed your life for the baby. You can go to heaven. Gun Choi waved both hands and said, Wait, heaven? The girl coldly cut him off. You don't need to regret what you couldn't achieve. Once you go up to heaven, all your desires will be gone. After she finished speaking, light descended from the sky and grabbed his body. Shit. I ended up dying without playing in the majors. All the practices, the rehabs. What was it all for? The girl thought to herself as she watched Gun Choi lifted up into the sky. Well, it was perfect, even though it was my first mission. And I managed to keep my poker face on. After completing this mission, she would not be a probation angel anymore. But when Gun Choi was halfway up, someone sent a message to her mind. Oh, did you forget something? Elle replied to her senior angel, Vaness. Here is the mission for this time. Report of a traffic accident death at local time 8:21 and 23 seconds. June 5th, 2022. Region A21, Seoul, South Korea. The deceased is Jang Gwen Cho, who deserves to go heaven due to his good deeds. I didn't make any mistakes on my mission. Vanessa sighed and spoke to Elle. Elle, the very basic step as a guide is to check the name of the dead. A guide was an angel who brought the dead to heaven, and Elle was startled at Vanessa's words. No way. Never say never. Elle flew to the sky in a hurry and grabbed Gunchoi, who was about to disappear between the clouds. Wait! Gunchoi tilted his head as he looked at Elle holding his leg. Huh? Tell me your name. Gunchoi. Why? Any problems? Elle heard his name and pulled him down with full power. But the light from the sky pulled both Gunchoi and Elle up above the clouds. No! What are you going to do now? Elle dropped her head at Vanessa's questions. My apologies. Your apology doesn't solve any problems. See the result of a quirk of fate. That man... Elle kept her head down. Vanessa guided Jang Gencho, truck driver, to heaven instead of Elle. But in spite of her rapid actions, it wasn't easy to restore fate. I need to consider the completion of probation period for a little longer. Vanessa looked at Gunchoi. Was Elle's luck just bad? Elle's mistake wasn't completely her fault only. It was better to say that the situation caused a misunderstanding. Jang Gwencho, the package delivery driver, cut the wheel sharply when he saw a stroller rolling down from the hill. Due to his rapid reaction, he avoided the collision with the stroller. But that was not all. Due to his fast reaction speed, his car was sent off the road and hit a 5-meter wall instead. In other words, it should have been Jang Gwencho's role to save the child and die, not Gunchoi. Gunchoi just pushed away the stroller and fell unconscious as he rolled on the street afterwards. Elle talked to Vanessa with an embarrassed face. What should we do now? The spirit arrived here, which means his body should be in the worst condition. I'm not sure if we can survive, if we can return him again. Things have turned for the worst. We can't use the miracle of an angel with this trifling matter. The miracle of an angel was a miracle that could even revive the dead, but prior permission from a senior or chief was required to use it. Gunchoi arrived at the entrance of heaven, but he couldn't enter. He bent his brows upon seeing two angels arguing. Yeah, I'm sure something went wrong. Surely they didn't bring the wrong person. Never. I'm sure not. Vanessa pressed Elle for an answer. There's no other way but to use this method. Sir Vanessa, we cannot use the miracle of an angel. We need permission. No worries, it's not the miracle of an angel. Elle puckered up her mouth. Then... I'm going to use Mission Program for Probation Angels. This program includes the Revival Program. Will it work? We can only believe in his mental strength and strong will. Vanessa finished the words and made his way back to Gunchoi. Gunchoi tilted his head as he saw him coming. I wonder if they're done with the conversation. Gunchoi felt the consciousness wavering as Vanessa came to him. The powerful spirit of a senior angel was too strong for an ordinary person to endure. Bracing himself, he asked, What is this? I'm becoming unconscious. Vanessa thought he had strong mental strength. I'm sure he can overcome this. He has such a strong mind. He smiled and talked to him. We decided to send you back. It was what you wanted. You're going to return me? Is that possible? Gunchoi's consciousness was gradually fading. Sure, we've considered some compensation for your good deed. Compensation? Gunchoy tried to ask about the compensation, but he passed out. So, that was that. If you enjoyed it, please, you can read on using the links down below. Tell me what you think. Hopefully you liked the sprucing up of the cards. I tried to make them at least a little bit more colorful. And I hope you all have a good one. Ta-ta for now.